Game 2 about to get underway here in Alexandria. My mind almost went back 7 years. It said Ellensburg. That's the wrong state, wrong part of the country. Kirsten Martinez in the circle for the Generals. Here in Game 2. This one, of course, a non-conference meeting. We'll take a look for the Mustangs. It's Mendez, Yesenia Rodriguez, Haley Hernandez, Stouter, Campos, Farmer, Ramos, Lindsay Martinez, and Ambrose has the starting 9 with Saldana in the circle. For LSUA defensively, Quackernacks over at first. Check swing to Swallow at second. And Alyssa Swallows at second. Over at third, Sophia Romero. The shortstop is Haley Fontenot. Left to right across the outfield, Livy Thibodeau, Shelby Vetrano, and Kylie Moody. Behind the plate is Riley Jotario, and, of course, the right-hander Kirsten Martinez in the circle. This is on a line and foul down the left field line. Generals took the opener, 13-0. Martinez, swing and a miss. Here is the 0-2 now. Fouled away. 3/4 swing there. And that one's fouled off. Count stays at 0-2. One and two. Martinez looking to get her first strikeout of the game. And foul. At this point, nothing you can do. That's got to stay foul. No, gonna be single. All right. That's going to bring Trent Partridge down. Technically speaking, once a ball's been called foul, it has to remain foul. If you call the ball fair, you can flip that to foul. And they're going to pull Rodriguez back. I think the count should be 1-2 or 2-2. Two and two the count on Rodriguez. And she takes that one looking for strike 3. So here's Hernandez with 2 down. First one's over a called strike. Fouls that one off. And another one chop foul. Count stays at 0-2. Miss is upstairs, 1-2 the count. On the ground at third, Romero fields. That retires the side to get out in order. It'll be Romero, Fontenot, Quackernack due up when we return. Bottom of the first, Romero leads things off, and she will face Callie Saldana. Starts her off with a called strike, 0-1 to begin the inning. Romero over at third. We'll take a look defensively for the Mustangs. At first, it's Stouter. Second is Lindsay Martinez. Farmers at third. The shortstop, Yesenia Rodriguez, left to right across the outfield. Hernandez, Mendez, and Ramos behind the plate. Is Ambrose, and in the circle, of course, is Saldana. One-two on the ground and fair past the bag at third. Romero motoring into second with a stand-up double. And brings up Fontenot. She was 3 for 3 in game number 1. That one floats in for a strike. Another one over. It's 0-2. Bounces in. Romero dances off a second. If you hear the clicking of my camera, I apologize. A lot of hats. A lot of hats. Ripped foul. Get out of the way, Brandon Hagan. That one's foul tipped at the plate. There we go. That's what I was after. Just trying to get a few photos of Saldana for my colleague over at Southwest, Hannah Lax. 1-2, rope down the line and foul. General saw Saldana yesterday. Got quite a few hits off her early. This will be pitch number 7. On the ground, up the middle and through. Fontenot has a single, and she'll get an RBI. She'll take second on the throw. And Fontenot with a big toss there. Misses upstairs to open the at-bat. Generals with an early 1-0 lead. Flutes it in for a strike, 1-1. That one's in for a called strike. 1-2 the count on Quackernack. And Quackernack goes down looking. She didn't like it, though. Thibodeau stands in, playing left field here in game number 2. It's upstairs. Two and 0 the count on Thibodeau now, 2-1. And Fontenot has herself a stolen base. One is foul back to the backstop. You can see Amber's move her hand there at the last second. It's a mistake I made a few times, was not moving the hand. Of course, growing up in New England, we played a lot of street hockey, a lot of cellar hockey, and I was always almost always a goalie. So my right hand was fairly in play when we played hockey. And I used it as such when I made the full-time transition to catcher in baseball. 3-2 the count on Thibodeau. Fouled away. Kept the high stuff. Payoff pitch. Popped up. In front of the circle, Saldana will have it. For out number 2, Fontenot is going to stay at second. Brings up Howell. Swinging at the first pitch. Ripped it foul. Fontenot still standing over at third. On the ground, a short, under the glove of Rodriguez. Howell aboard with an RBI and a single. On a line to left and down. Howell motoring around. She will barely slide into third. The slide came up a little short. It's runners on second and third now. Terrio standing in for her first plate appearance. No batting gloves for the Generals backstop. They are currently located in her back pocket. Can't say much. I did the same when I played, though I only ever had one. I used it in the field to soften the impact from pitches. That, and I had this little, it was silicone. It wasn't silicone. It was some sort of molded piece that Paul Buchheit, the Greenville Drive athletic trainer, made for me, as this is hammered foul. To kind of protect my thumb from pulling back too deep. I ended up not wearing batting gloves for most of my baseball career. Just use pine tar instead. 1-2 the count, Ontario. Runners on second and third and two down. Game's not out of hand yet, but when it does, I'm sure, if it does, we'll end up in story time. As it's another foul ball, 1-2. Alyssa Swallow waits on deck. The sophomore from New Iberia. Had a triple yesterday. Here's the 1-2 to Terrio. Popped up, foul territory. It'll bang off the roof of the dugout. 3 straight foul balls from Terrio. LSUA leading 2-0 on 4 hits. 2-2. On the ground is short, Rodriguez. Across, retires Terrio. That'll end the inning. The Generals strand 2. They do score 2. It'll be Stouter, Campos, and Farmer due up when we return. Stouter will lead things off for the Mustangs in the top of the second. Martinez will oppose her. That's a bit outside 1-0. Martinez winds and delivers in a swing and a miss from Stouter. Counts 1-1. Back to her. Flips it over to Quackernack, and one down. Oh, and 1 on Campos. Yeah, she swings and misses at the first pitch. Will be outside, 1-1. Campos not in the starting lineup in game number 1. On a line into right and down. Moody cuts it off. Campos has a single into right. So here's Farmer. Came on in a pinch hit spot last game. Pops up the first pitch she sees. Yeah, there are 2 down. Saldana will come on to run it first. First pitch fouled away. On the ground, foul. You know, if it see the pitcher coming to run. It's an 0-2 count on Ramos. That one off of Martinez. Will she recover in time? She does. And to the top of the second, it's still 2-0 LSUA as we head bottom 2. Swallow will get things going here in the bottom of the second. Had a triple yesterday. Back in the lineup for game 2. That one misses 1-0. From Saldana is outside 2-0. Baseball playing on the road at Texarkana today. The men's and women's basketball are at Southwest to close it out. The regular season conference tournament starts the quarterfinals at the 1 through 4 host sites. This is chop foul. That'll be next week, early next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, before the semifinals. And the finals will be at the Rapides Parish Laborde Earl Coliseum. Two to Swallow. Ran inside, counts full. Shelby Vetrano waits on deck. On a line and a left and down. Swallow aboard. She takes a big turn. And will hold up with a leadoff single. Brings up Vetrano, the left-handed hitter. Just the one batting glove for her. Squares around a bunt. Pulls back. It's a ball, and Swallow advances on a stolen base. Gets the bunt down. And it'll be a sacrifice bunt for Vetrano, and Swallow advances to third. In the air to left, catch made, Swallow coming home, and a sacrifice fly. It's 3-0 LSUA. Fontenot swinging first pitch, stabbed it third across, and that'll retire the side. Lindsay Martinez leading things off. And Kirsten Martinez misses outside for a ball. That one's called the strike. Hold on. My keys were in my pocket the whole time, Tyler. I apologize. Something else has fallen out. What a day we're having in the press box. Martinez winds and delivers to Martinez. It's up high, 2-1. Genesis Ambra is the catcher waiting on deck. Called the strike on the outside corner. A good frame job there from Terrio. Skips in, count runs full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And ball 4. So a leadoff walk. And a foul ball called. Gets the bunt down, foul. That one just spun foul. It'll be 2-2, and back in time barely is Martinez. Just misses. Count's going to run full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the payoff pitch. It's on the ground and foul. So Martinez will jog on back to first. Amber is now looking at the 7th pitch of the at-bat. Swinging and a miss right through it. A snap throw to first. Back in time. The strikeout is at number 1. Here's the first pitch from Martinez. Bunted, foul. Pulled that one right down the third base line. Romero crashing in. Playing half a step or so behind the bag at third. Quackernack is in front of the bag at first. Not bunting on that pitch. It's 1-1. On a soft line, it'll drop. A single for Mendez. And 1 out, there's runners on first and second for Rodriguez. Rodriguez 0 for 1, struck out in the first. Count opens at 1-0. In the air to center. Vetrano drifting back. She'll make the grab. And Martinez didn't even think about going on out number 2. And Hernandez comes up with 2 out. In the air, left field line, foul territory, diving Thibodeau, and it'll fall. Just a half step off. Another one-shot foul. 0-2 the count on Hernandez. Baseball leading 3-2 in the top of the 5th. Down in Texarkana, as that one is slap foul. Martinez winds and delivers. It's outside, 1-2. Stouter waits on deck should Hernandez reach. The 1-2 from Martinez. Up high, 2 balls, 2 strikes. A back pick to first. And they got her. And that's got Chris Petrosky coming across the field. I don't know if he's going to have much room to argue or if he will. It doesn't look like he's going to, so we'll take a break. We'll be right back. Quackernack will lead things off in the bottom of the 3rd. First pitch misses a ball. Hernandez will get a fresh count to start the next half inning. Quackernack hits this one to left. Foul territory, long run. And Hernandez is not able to track it down. On the ground ashore. That one's going to get through the legs of Rodriguez. It'll be an error. Here's Thibodeau. There goes Quack, and she's got a stolen base. Over for a called strike. And it is going to be snared at short. It'll be an infield single. And then Quackernack is going to advance on a throwing error by the shortstop. Here's Howell. First pitch, a called strike, and there will not be a throw down. Thibodeau gets the stolen base. Howell hits this one a mile high into foul territory. Tagging at third is Quackernack, and she will score. Thibodeau forced to hold up at second. So one out and a runner on second. First pitch swinging. Into center, deep into center. That's going to get down. Thibodeau rounding third, headed for home. Moody's got herself a double. And brings up Terrio. Looks like there might be a change here. It'll be Miranda run. So a pinch runner. Changes getting communicated there. Thibodeau is going to go out to right, and Moran will go to left when we come back out. Five nothing ball game. Generals leading. Terrio 0 for 1, grounded out to short. Swinging first pitch, Terrio snagged at third by Farmer, and that will be out number 2. Here's Swallow. Takes the first pitch she sees. That one's in for a strike. It's 1-1. On the ground, a Farmer. She'll make the throw, and that will be out number 3, the General Strand 1. They get 2 runs on 2 hits, helped along by 2 errors. It'll be Hernandez, Stouter, and Campos due up when we return. Riley Moran remains in the game to play left field. Livy Thibodeau has moved over to right. Those are the changes so far on the inning, and Hernandez will lead things off after her at-bat was abruptly cut short in the second on the pickoff from Terrio. This is on a line and foul. Here's the 0-1. In the dirt, 1-1. Off the fists, Quackernack. She's able to make the catch over near the circle, and there's one down. Bring up Stouter with one out. First pitch misses outside. It's a 2-0 count on Stouter. On a line back up the middle. One out single. Campos. Single to right. And her first at bat. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Martinez fooled her with a pitch just off the outside corner. On the ground at third. That one bounces off Romero. And it'll go as an error. So Farmer's going to hit and Saldana's going to run. On the ground, foul. Here's the 1-1 from Martinez. Low. 2 balls and a strike to Farmer. Runners on first and second in. 1 down here in the top of the 4th. Oh. Not sure where that one missed. It's 3-1. And that one's in for a called strike, 3-2. Payoff pitch. Got her looking on the corner. 2 down. Ramos, 0 for 1, grounded out to Martinez in her first at-bat. Outside. That was back in the second inning. Fouled it away. One and one, the count on Ramos. Two and one. Fouled away, counts 2-2. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Two on the ground. Romero will tag the runner. And that'll end the inning. Bottom of the 4th coming up. Vetrano, Romero, Fontenot due up. Vetrano leads off, and she'll face Jimenez, who has come into pitch. De La Riva has come on behind the plate. Vetrano in the left. Sinking liner. That's going to get down. Vetrano is going to take second. Oh, it's a leadoff double. And Romero will stand in. One for one. Had a double in the first and a sacrifice in the second. Starts her off with a strike, 0 on the count. Misses high. Two and one the count to the Generals' third baseman. Also hitting .444, at least coming into this weekend, with bases empty. Here's the 2-1. In the air and foul, 2-2. On the ground, a second. Martinez fires over to Stouter for out number one. Vetrano advances. And one out, here's Font. And that gets away from the catcher. Here comes Vetrano, the tag. She's in there. It'll be a pass ball on De La Riva. So Vetrano's run will be unearned at the moment. Fontenot pops it up. It'll be in a foul territory. Over the net over us as well. Thought that actually had a chance to come down on top of the press box. I don't think Fontenot knew where it went. She took off down the first baseline. 1-1 the count. Two and one, floated high. Quackernack is on deck. She's 1-0 for 2. Actually reached on an error that last time up. 2 1s inside, 3 balls and a strike. It'll be a walk for Fontenot. And it looks like there's going to be a runner at first for Fontenot. It'll be Hayden Carey coming on a run. So Carey will come on as the runner here in the bottom of the fourth. Six nothing. There goes Carey. Pitches a ball. And Carey's got a stolen base. In the air, struck well to right. Ramos not going to get there. It'll be fair right down the line. Carey's going to score. Quackernak's going to get held at third. And that's a triple for Hayden Carey, or excuse me, for Quackernack. Bring up Thibodeau, who's the right fielder now. To short. Rodriguez will go to first. And Quackernack will score. It's 8-0. First pitch misses to Howell. That'll be down for a hit. Howell aboard with 2 outs. Sinking liner into left. Here's Moran. It'll be her first at-bat. Takes the first pitch, 0-1. Up and in, 1 ball and 1 strike. Two and one. Never came back down 3-1. The catcher Riley Jotario waits on deck. Moran into center. Catch will be made by Mendez. That'll end the inning. Generals get 3 runs on 3 hits. They leave 1 stranded. It's Martinez, De La Riva, and Mendez due up when we return. Audrey Mitchum has come on to play third. Hayden Carey remains in the ball game to play short. And Kate Nettles takes over in the circle. On the outside corner, a strike 0-1. Bounced in, 1-1. Lead 2-1. De La Riva on deck. As a swing and a miss there makes it 2-2. Skip that one in. Counts full 3 balls, 2 strikes. Foul tip back into the mitt for out number 1. One down here in the 5th. The Generals leading 8-0. De La Riva stands in for her first plate appearance. On the ground, a short carry. Fires across for out number 2. And now Mendez with 2 down. Floats it in for a strike, 0-1. On the ground at third, Mitchum. Quick throw across. That retires Mendez and ends the ball game. It's an 8-0 win. The Generals take both games in 5. Thanks for tuning in. For all of us at LSUA, the NAIA and Red River Athletic Conference, I'm Caleb Dunlop. Have a great day.